What's going on, guys? It's Corb here for AcousticWorld.net, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I never keep my guitar outside of its case, why I pretty much always keep my guitar in its case, even if I'm just leaving it in my room or leaving it sitting around the house. I don't leave it in a guitar stand anymore, I don't hang it on the wall. And I've done both of those things in the past, and I want to talk about why I don't do them anymore. So we'll jump right in. Basically, the reason I do this is because your guitar's case, especially if it's a nice hard shell case, which I would recommend investing in if you don't have one already. But regardless, your guitar's case is the number one safest place for your guitar, period. Okay? So while there aren't huge dangers in keeping it in like a stand or hanging it off the wall, it's like 10 times more dangerous than keeping it in its case, believe it or not. Because I've knocked my guitars out of the stand. You bump stuff into them if you're carrying stuff around. If you have other people over, they're not as cognizant of how valuable the guitar is, and they might knock it over, or they just see it there and they're tempted to pick it up because it's easy to access just sitting there in the stand. Um, and if you hang it on the wall, which is another option, similarly, it's easier to bump into, but I've also had guitars fall off of the wall, even though they're mounted correctly, like into a baseboard of your home, which essentially is how you have to install a guitar wall mount holder. But even if you do it correctly, there's still a risk that they will literally, your guitar, if it's heavy, can rip the holder off of the wall, out of the baseboard of the house. And I know because it's happened to me, particularly if you have a heavy guitar like a Les Paul, it can rip the holder out of the wall and damage the wall, the guitar, the floor, you name it. So I'll pretty much never hang a guitar off of the wall again, even though it looks cool. And people think it's safer than having one in a stand. But again, the number one safest place for your guitar is its case. And beyond that, there are still a couple more advantages to keeping it in the case. Namely, it's protected from outside elements, which includes, yourself or other people knocking it over, but also the air, any dirt in the air, moisture in the air. Um, it's protected from that stuff when it's in the case, which actually results in the strings lasting quite a bit longer. Again, especially if it's a hard shell case. If you don't believe me, if you've never tried this before, just try keeping your guitar in its case, and I guarantee you will get more use out of your strings. It's a relatively simple hack for that. And again, it comes with a bunch of other benefits. Um, and beyond that, still, one other benefit I would say, although it's rather minor, is it's your best shot of insulating your guitar against like temperature changes. Again, obviously, extreme temperature changes are still going to affect it if it's in the case, but it's better insulated in there than it would be just sitting out in the open, where it's exposed openly to not just temperature, but things like direct sunlight if you leave your guitar like right next to a window or something like that. Um, so that's really it, guys. If you have reasons why you prefer to leave your guitar in the case, or reasons that you don't do it, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I know the biggest thing some people say is that they like having easy access to the guitar. They like seeing it out in the open, and it encourages them to play and to practice more. And I totally get that. That's a really good reason for not keeping it in its case. But me personally, I actually work from home right now, and I work out of the same room that my guitar is in. So it is actually kind of helpful to me to not see it all the time and be tempted to play it while I'm working, or otherwise I'd just sit around playing guitar all day. So something to think about. But thanks for watching, guys. If you want to learn more, visit acousticworld.net. I go over all of this kind of stuff in my book, which I'll link to down below, about, maintaining your acoustic guitar at an optimal level. So that is it for today. It's Corb signing out for acousticworld.net, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya.